Hello, it is Esther again, your host on this platform of question and answer. Very much grateful to have you on board. Always appreciate your comments, always appreciate your reactions, always appreciate your contribution. Thank you very, very much. I would like to encourage you and to remind you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, EstZac. You'll be able to get a lot of information, a lot of good stuff out there, and you shall be able to move on together. I appreciate seeing you and I appreciate having you. And today I have a very important question that I know most of us would want to know. The question reads, what are some of the strategies of dealing with self-harm? What are some of the strategies of dealing with self-harm? Self-harm, as we had talked earlier, we say it is that act of inflicting pain in one's body, inflicting pain in oneself with whatever materials that we talked about, through cutting, pulling of the hair, and the like. In this question, before probably we go to the strategies, I would like to mention, how are you able to know, or what are the indicators of self-harm? How would you know that somebody has been engaging in these activities? Or how would you be able to tell, at this point now, I have started to get into a self-harming behavior? I'll tell you that if you find somebody with unexplained cuts, unexplained cuts, unexplained burns, unexplained bruises, this one could be or could be an indicator. It could be a red flag that this person is engaging in those activities. There are people who like to cover themselves day in, day out. Sometimes it is in extreme weather, hot weather conditions, and somebody is still covering. There could be something that they are hiding. Maybe they have a burn that they inflicted on themselves, and because they are conscious of it, they want to cover it. Other things are things like signs of depression, signs of anxiety. If somebody has very low mood consistently, those are some of the things that you need to look out to. Some people have got even expressed a wish to self-punish. If somebody has been expressing that, just don't take it lightly. I know when we were growing up, ukisema utajinyonga ulikuwa unaonyeshwa mti na unapatiwa kamba. But these are not those days. It is important to focus because life has changed. There are so many factors, and when you tell somebody chukua kamba ndio ile mti, they could actually do that. So becoming withdrawn, low self-esteem, unexplained hair loss. Remember, we talked about it. So it could be a sign that somebody is self-harming. So what do we do with this kind of a person? Most important thing is to try and understand the reason for the behavior. Why would somebody want to harm themselves? If you get to the bottom of it, if you get to the reason, the root cause of the behavior of wanting to harm themselves, it will be important for trying to try and take it away, to try and solve the problem, to try and deal with the real cause on the ground. If not that, then train that person on the coping strategies and mechanisms. If that person is able to cope, because like we said earlier, pressure in life is a must. It will always be there. There are things that we wake up to, some unexpected. There are people who are living with chronic illnesses. There are people who have been exposed to some extreme living conditions, and for this reason, if the person learns to be able to cope with the situation and the circumstances and the stressors, the better. When that does not happen, or as we do that, the other things that we need to do is to apply distracting strategies or distracting factors that could distract this person from harming themselves. What are these that we are calling distracting techniques to help reducing the harm? It is simple techniques like, for example, talking to the person. If you are the one who feels the desire to self-harm, look for somebody and tell them exactly that. Okay? I wish these people who are going to the Airbnbs and they are getting killed. Maybe if somebody mentioned and say, I am going to meet this guy, I don't know him, but he has promised me a package of 50,000 Kenya shillings, probably that person would have gotten help. So try and talk to someone, and if you see somebody showing signs and indicators of behavior or a desire to self-harm, just try and talk to them. You might distract them, and as you delay them by talking to them, solution could come, or help could be on the way, and it could just probably arrive in time to save that very person. Another thing or distracting is listening to music. You know, I know there are several people or enough people love music. You know, just make it a habit of listening to music, dancing, or you know, you could choose to dance or have yourself watching some nice dances, and that could also, of course, help. And of course, I would say that choose wisely. When you're choosing this music, when you're choosing the dances, of course, there are some which will not distract but fuel the desire to do that. So be very keen on the kind of music and the dance. It is also another strategy I would like to talk about is restructuring your focus. Most of the things that would want you to self-harm or desire to self-harm or wish to self-harm, they are things that are not present. There are circumstances and situations, the memories that are not present. Refocus, restructure your mind, and deliberately choose to focus on something present. Help this person, this individual, to focus on something that is present. If they are talking about their woes, about their disadvantages, about their shortcomings, try and show them the other side of life where they have advantages, where they have something that is probably a point of strength, and this could help to distract that person. There's other objects that we use, like the squeezing ball. The squeezing ball helps someone to relax, help someone to calm down, and they're able to focus and be able to reason or to think in a more focused manner. The other one is exercise. If that desire comes, just go out, try jog, do a bit of running, go for swimming, kick the ball. You know, all these ones are good distracting techniques. The other one is that if you know that when you feel the desire to self-harm, you normally cut your hand. Instead of cutting, just draw a red mark there, you know, that every time you look at it, you remember, I promised myself that I'm not going to hurt this body, and I'm not going to hurt my very own body, and that will be helpful. As I come to a conclusion, what I would want to say is that as an individual, if you know you get yourself in those, you know, you are cornered by your own self and you find yourself wishing to harm yourself, I would encourage you that have a safety plan. Have a safety plan prior, even before you get to that corner, even before you are between a rock and a hard place. Just get a plan, you know, a safety plan, which I would encourage you to include talking to someone. Most of the time, when we are not able to think right, when we are not in the right frame of mind, when you talk to somebody, they are able to help you think better. They are able to come with solutions that otherwise you would not have seen. So this one you could do when you feel the desire to self-harm, because you know, when I feel this kind of, when I have this kind of feeling, I run to so and so, I call so and so, I message so and so, you know. But even when it has happened, probably, and you need help, to have a plan of where you can reach out or who you can reach out to be able to acquire some help, because even if you did it, you still require help. So it is important to stay safe. It is important to take care of that very own body. Remember, your body doesn't have repair, so the better if you are able to take care of it, the better. If you're not able to take care of it, bring in machineries to be able to help you. So until next time, stay safe. Bye.